I spent my early decades outraged by this or that tyrannical ruler. When they failed, I'd say good riddance, ding dong, the witch is dead. Now things will be better forever. I assume that if good people like me were in charge of the world, we'd live in happy harmony. Many people date that way too. Find someone who likes you, assume they're like-minded. When they stop liking you, turn your disappointment into outrage. They were narcissistic tyrants. Good riddance to them. From now on, I'll only date good people. But the tyrants keep coming. As Bertolt Brecht put it, don't yet rejoice in his defeat. Although the world stood up and stopped the bastard, the bitch that bore him is in heat again. About 20 years ago, I started to notice that though these tyrants had different lifestyle brands, fascist or communist, theocratic or atheist, the branding was all a distraction. Different brands, same strut of absolute infallibility, all based on bullshitting, often defined as not caring what's real, though more accurately defined as caring so much more about posing as eternally right, righteous, and mighty that reality doesn't matter. Reality does matter. Ignore it and you die. Ignore it collectively and we go extinct. Reality is our one master and we're doomed if we hold any master higher. Reality rules. Reality always wins in the end. Adapt to reality or die. I'm convinced that humanity's biggest problem isn't nukes, pandemics, or climate crisis, huge though they are. It's the endless stream of tyrants. We can't make progress on our huge problems if tyrants keep running and ruining things. Our biggest problem is that we remain naive about the general nature of tyrants. We keep dealing with them one by one as if we're encountering our first and last. We've built no immunity to them. The gullible keep falling for them. The opposition keeps cycling the same impotent responses. SOB is a wasted acronym. It should stand for same old bullshitters. Human survival depends on more of us recognizing that despite their differences, it's the same old bullshitters every time. The bitch is in heat again. Playing God is much easier than being human if you can get away with it. How then to keep them from getting away with it? The challenge as I see it is figuring out how to humbly humble SOBs, all of them addicted to absolute arrogance. If we don't come up with better answers to that question, humankind won't make it. Here's something rarely tried. Don't debate them. They're just masturbating to you taking the bait. Expose that that's what they're doing. Just hammer away at how they're jerking off in public. Don't let them drag you into their brand's talking points. They're irrelevant. SOBs don't give a shit about what they claim to care about so much it trumps all other considerations. To them, moralizing is just another way to play God. They scold you for failing to meet their fake moral standards and in the same breath laugh at you for caring about morality. Never use the words think or believe when describing how they act. This isn't thinking or believing, it's closer to animal braying. They never think about what their words mean, and they don't have beliefs. To them, words are just weapons for posturing at heroic dominance. Nothing they say is grounded in reality, it's all about climbing up and putting others down. They're sado-narcissists, elevating themselves by demoting every challenger. These days, the US is dealing with just one more of these SOB epidemics. You could call it a scamdemic. The brand name is white Christian nationalism. The generic drug they're all addicted to is tribal, absolute egomania. White is beside the point, it's tribal. Christian is beside the point, it's absolutist. Nationalism is beside the point, it's egomania. Me, me, me. Not nationalism, meism. Woke is their current weapon of choice. It's evidence of braying. They can't define it, nor do they think they need to. It just means bad defined as anyone who doesn't bow to their authority. Their followers aren't brainwashed. It's more like brain laundering. They volunteer to humble themselves to their tyrant lord so they can lord it over everyone else. Same old bullshit from same old bullshitter cults. Maybe you've dealt with a local SOB, a tyrant boss, partner, relative, associate, or neighbor. Mind you, they aren't SOBs because you disagree with them. They're only SOBs if they have a response to all challenges that makes them feel eternally right, righteous, and mighty. Maybe they're deifying some imaginary name-droppable ally, a god they claim to represent. Maybe some tyrant cult leader. Or maybe they're just self-deifying. It doesn't matter. SOBs are all the same. If you have dealt with an SOB, I hope you'll generalize from the experience rather than just escaping them, saying good riddance, and thinking from now on you'll only deal with nice people. We need you thinking about how to humbly humble SOBs. It's our civic and human duty to figure it out. If we won't, we're dead. And it won't be climate crisis, nukes, or pandemics that got us. It'll be the SOBs. I'll go further. I bet intelligent life anywhere in the universe has dealt with SOBs as we have before beginning to generalize about them. Many an intelligent species in the universe has likely gone extinct because they never figured out how to humbly humble their SOBs. It takes language to be an SOB. To play God, you have to be able to imagine, conceptualize, and idealize. That's the practical definition of intelligent life, a species we could communicate with. Lots of critters are predators and parasites. Here on Earth, only humans can be SOBs. Ultimately, the challenge is language. Words give humans a way to claim the last word. We have to get better at depriving SOBs of the last word, or the last word about humans will be that we didn't, and as a result, went extinct. People be tripping, and I wouldn't put it past me when I tell you that I'd really like it if you'd subscribe. You just clicking that little button makes a huge difference for me. Thanks a lot.